Our next dog is equally energetic. This is Blue. She is our healer mix. We say healer sometimes Australian cattle dog mix. Different people have different preferences. It's basically the same breed of dog, depending on, where you are and what people refer to them as. She's got this beautiful blue Merle coat. That's what, this particular pattern is in dogs. And she's about a year old. So definitely still has a lot of that, adolescent kind of puppy energy level. But tons of wonderful things about Blue. She's super affectionate. When she first got here, the officers were keeping her in their office, and she would just kind of cuddle with them and sit quietly and hang out, and they all adore her. And definitely a dog who loves affection, but very eager to learn. I taught her to sit in like 20 minutes. And she was already in being able to be lured down. Since then, she's gone to one of our puppy camps. So she's definitely had a lot more work on those basic good manners. And the person who was working with her that week has a report in her profile with nothing but wonderful things to say about her. Blue loves to go hiking, but she also knows how to kind of settle down and relax. Definitely a dog that loves the zoomies and playing, but already knows sit and down and spin and twirl, and has been working on things like army crawl and dance. And so definitely a dog, if you want to work with training, she's going to be all for that. She loves a good treat. They did also note that she can be a little bit of a resource guarder with really high value food treats, like spray cheese and a horse hoof. Doesn't really want to share those with anybody else. So definitely needs to work on that a little bit. But because she went to that camp, there's tons of resources available to whoever adopts Blue on how to work with continuing her basic good manners, but also some resources for that resource guarding issue.
So we found out Blue has some fears. What are they, and how can the next adopter help her with those?
Sure. So it's not uncommon for a lot of dogs. Loud noises really seem to, send Blue into a bit of a tailspin. We've definitely noticed traffic noises are something that she's not into. Loud banging, that type of stuff, and the way that you would want to help her with those types of things is just simple, like counter conditioning and desensitization. Like here, she's afraid of the traffic. So the traffic is in the front of our building. If we start her at the back of the building and then, get her to an area where she's comfortable, where she can kind of hear it, but it's not freaking her out, then you do some treats. Traffic means treats. And then when she's comfortable with that, you move her a little bit closer. And then closer and closer and closer. The other thing that you can do is start in a home. YouTube has tons of audio tracks of a variety of things. You can do traffic noises in your house and do them on a really low volume when she hears it for a minute. For when I say a minute, seconds, she gets treats, and then, it becomes she's hearing it for longer. Or she's hearing it for shorter periods of time, and she's getting to hear them louder until she gets to associate and change her emotional response to those noises to something positive, means treats. Or she just desensitizes to them and gets used to them. So there's tons of stuff that you can do for situations like that. It does take a little bit of time, but again, Blue is a very quick learner. So she has a lot of potential to overcome that in a brief time. If you think that you can help Blue overcome her fear of loud noises and just give her all of the love and release of those energetic zoomies that she has, make that appointment to visit her by going to visitfcac.as.me.